good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. More specifically, we're in Williamsburg, Virginia. Last night went to the Hollow Scream event at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. But today is the day. Today is the day that I am heading home. First time I've been home since Hurricane Helene. Of course, I live in western North Carolina, which was one of the hardest hit locations with the hurricane. Just massive flooding, massive amounts of destruction. People have lost their homes. People have lost their lives. It is very, very bad. I don't even know the whole scope of it. Neither does anyone. There's been a lack of communication from the area. People have been without phones since Friday. People have been without internet since Friday. So a lot of it is just piecing together what is going on there. Whole towns have been destroyed. Whole towns have been put underwater. Main roads have been washed away. Now, I just want to make it very clear, I am so grateful that I am safe. My loved ones are safe. My property was essentially untouched by the hurricane, but my heart absolutely aches for all the people out there that have suffered the loss of their lives, their homes, their businesses, their loved ones. This is a genuine catastrophe, and yeah, 100%. Don't know 100% what I'm coming back to. I have been talking to Jen. She is without phone, without internet. She was able, asking around town, was able to find a spot in town where she could make phone calls. It's like a parking lot somewhere where they said that people will cluster there. The parking lot's always full because it's the one spot in town where people are able to get a phone signal. So she's been calling me about once a day. She's been called me and talked with me. You know, she's safe. However, you know, there was issues with our town, Waynesville, not having gas shortage. All the credit card machines are down everywhere in town, so they're only taking cash. The ATMs are not working, so you cannot get cash. Jen didn't have any cash and has been, you know, just trying to make do last couple days. Of course, you know, I think she's going a little stir crazy. No internet, no phone, nowhere to go. And actually, if you want to go to her channel, Jenny Penny, she's been documenting her experience, been vlogging her experience. She just got it up this morning because she finally was able to find a place where she could upload that. So last night she did get out of Waynesville. You know, I've been looking at the Google Maps. It showed there was a route out of town. So she drove into the city of Hendersonville. Again, you know, it's very difficult to figure out what's going on in each individual town. Of course, you hear about the very, very worst. But some of the stuff, even though it is absolutely devastating, gets overlooked in a way because there's just so much devastation to go around. I mean, we're literally talking biblical levels of flooding. This is like nothing the area has seen before. They were saying that this could be as bad as the 1916 flood, which was, you know, over 100 years ago. This is worse. It broke all the records set by that flood. So it's something that this area has not seen at least in modern times. Again, whole town's gone. Major highways and roads washed completely away. But anyways, yeah, Jen got to Hendersonville, it was, she said it seemed like it was opening up, like, as she got there. She had to wait in a long line to get gas. But she was able to fill up her tank with gas. She was able to find an ATM that was working, that she could get cash. Our original plan was maybe for her to drive to Charlotte, and meet her there. As far as we know, Charlotte is unaffected, but again, there's just, again, not clear answers, not a lot of clear answers. So last night, we talked, we made the decision that she was going to go back home. Now that she had gas, now that she had money, she was going to go home, and then I would drive home today, and we would try to make do. If we were going to make the decision to leave the area temporarily, we would make that together, and we would leave. We would leave together. So I will be driving again. I'm in Williamsburg, Virginia. It's home is probably about 7 hours away. So yeah, I'm just today is just going to be trying to get back there, trying to get back home, and seeing what has happened in the past over the past weekend. Today, just to be clear, today is Monday the 30th. We'll see if I can get this video uploaded. May or may not, you know, no guarantees on when this is actually going to go live. I will keep you guys posted on what is going on in Waynesville, what is going on in Western Carolina. You know, I would like to try to document some of it. Of course, I'm not going to do anything dangerous. I'm not going to get in anyone's way of cleaning up, but you know, this is my home. I moved to Western North Carolina when I was 18 years old, and I've lived here my entire adult life, and yeah, never seen anything that even comes to this level, and I'm kind of terrified to see it with my own eyes. But anyways, let's get on the road. Now, since I've lived in Western North Carolina, probably the closest thing that we had to this current hurricane was back in 2004. Hurricane Ivan came through. It was actually came through while my daughter was being born. It actually hit our area the very day. Actually, the height of the flooding was the exact day my daughter was born. Matter of fact, there still is a high water mark in a field that shows the highest that the river had ever been in Otto, North Carolina, that has my daughter's exact date of birth on it. Of course, probably now that's probably not the high water mark, but yeah, it was. Remember, the power was out. It was raining for days. We actually left our house and went and stayed at a hotel closer to the hospital because we were afraid that we were going to get trapped in the house, and we would have, because a tree fell on the road and would have blocked us in if we had stayed. My wife at the time was had a scheduled C-section supposed to take place. It did come on time. My daughter was born in the middle of a hurricane. I just remember how bad things were then. Like, there was a mudslide that killed people. You know, there was terrible flooding. But like, looking back, like from what I've seen, the videos I've seen, like looking back, it's almost like Ivan doesn't doesn't even like begin to reach what sort of damage that Helene caused. Yeah, it's a kind of a sick feeling, you know. I've seen the videos, I've talked to people, but just going home and not knowing really what's still there, what's gone, it's a bad feeling, obviously. There's just been so little communication, so much lack of information about what's been damaged. I think people are still figuring it out, because everyone that's like in the heart of what happened is unable to really communicate. You know, there's been bits and pieces that have got out. I know that Blowing Rock, North Carolina, the town was like completely destroyed. The road was destroyed. The highway, I-40 between North Carolina and Tennessee, half the road at least has fallen into the river. I think that also happened when my daughter was born, during Ivan, 20 years ago. But who knows when that will be back open. So that kind of, you know, I'm used to being able to go to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge, hour and a half there, hour and a half back. I don't know. It's kind of cut me off from Pigeon Forge. I don't know when we'll get that road back. So just a lot of uncertainty about what I'm going back to and what is still there. Again, while I'm nervous, you know, that's nothing. It's nothing compared to what other people have gone through. I mean, again, in the end, I still feel very fortunate. You know, the people I care about are safe, that my home is safe. You know, what more can you ask for in a situation like this? Stopped off here in Greensboro, North Carolina. As I'm getting closer to home, decided to stop and get some groceries here at Walmart, just in case it gets more difficult to get groceries as I get closer to home. Okay, got the cart loaded up. Bought a little bit of ice to put in the cooler so I can keep the meat and frozen items cold on the way home. We're about 3 hours from home, but I wanted to make sure I got groceries here. I don't know how bad things get as we get near home. I don't know where the cutoff is, where stuff is readily available. Just got the car packed up, got the meat and frozen items in the cooler. I'm gonna go get some gas in the car. Make sure the car's full of gas. I'll probably stop again and try to get it as full as I can before I get home. I don't know if there's any gas in Waynesville, so I got to stop at an ATM. I got some cash back from Walmart. I'm going to stop and get that at an ATM, make sure I have a little extra cash, just in case. The credit card machines are still down in town. I talked to Jen this morning right when I was leaving the hotel, and but I haven't heard from her yet today, so I'm assuming internet and phone is still down. Unfortunately, I'm not making really good time today. As you can see, it's already dark out. I'm still 3 hours from home. Probably not going to get home. Well, certainly not going to get home before midnight. Earlier I got really, really tired while driving, and that's one thing that I will not allow myself to do, is to drive tired. I mean, you drive, you know, exhausted a little bit, but any time that you're actually feeling the need that you may be wanting to have some sleep, I immediately pull over. So I pulled over at a rest area. I actually did fall asleep in the car. It's odd because I almost never stop and nap. when I'm traveling. I travel long distance at a time, 12 hours at a time, 14 hours in a day, you know. I'm open to traveling, but I don't know, something about today. I'm just, I don't know if it's just because I've been on the road so much. I don't know if it's just the stress of what's going on at home, but I was so tired. So I pulled over. Kind of hard for me to get to sleep, get comfortable in the car, but I did manage to get a little bit of sleep. I had rolled down the window because it was a little stuffy in here. Unfortunately, it did rain pretty good inside the car, so no, I don't think anything got ruined. Some stuff got a little soggy, got some soggy cardboard in my car. Kind of in my passenger seat, and I won't show you, but in my passenger seat, I kind of just put odds and ends, things that I don't know what to do with, just get thrown into the passenger seat, and it got a little rained on, but it'll be fine. But yeah, get some gas, get a little more cash, see if there's an ATM nearby, and then just get back on that road home. Just drove past a like traffic sign where, you know, they put their own, you know, the customized messages, you know, the digital messages, and it said all roads closed in Western North Carolina. Do not travel to Western North Carolina, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm traveling to Western North Carolina. I'm thinking, you know, like I said, Jen got out last night. I'm thinking, I think that is, you know, a precaution. I think they just want people not out driving because roads, you know, are being closed because of you know, recovery efforts, clearing roads, you know, rescue efforts. I do believe, I mean, my interpretation is that I am allowed to travel to my home. I think that is, you know, I am a resident. I'm not going there for, you know, no reason whatsoever. So, again, the sign says all roads are closed. Not a good sign, you know, that is, I think, the definition of a bad sign, but you know, I've made the decision. I'm going to go home. I'm going to see Jen tonight, as long as that is at least physically possible. Stopped here for gas in near Shelby, North Carolina. It's about midnight. I just wanted to top off my gas tank because I wasn't sure when I'd be able to fill up next. You can see people over there filling up gas cans, probably coming from another area, coming from Western North Carolina, making sure they're stocked up. There's plenty of stuff in the gas station, but you could see it was a little picked through. You know, some items missing. You know, obviously people have been coming here and stocking up. Just past the exit for Lake Lure and Chimney Rock, both got hit really, really, really bad by the storm. And about an hour 8 minutes from my home, and it looks like the cell service just cut out. I was actually talking to Jen. She was in her spot where she can make outgoing phone calls, and then it cut out. But I think it's my end because it's showing that I have no bars, no internet. So about a little over an hour from home, and it looks like I've entered the cell phone blackout area. And this is, again, for me, this is just a minor inconvenience, but it's really really scary. The phones have been out. It's Monday. The phones have been out since Friday. People have had absolutely no communication. People where I live, a lot of people in very rural areas. The roads have been cut off, and there's just absolutely no communication. They literally don't even know what's going on. It's just such a scary. I mean, I hate to be like critical of, you pretend like I know better than someone else, but man, if they could get that cell service back up, if the phone companies or whoever get the cell phone service back up, like literally could save lives. I mean, people have likely lost their lives because they could not call for help or could not tell someone that they needed to be rescued, which is just a real sickening thought. Not for my sake, because, I don't need cell service, because I'm safe, because my home is fine, I don't need rescuing, but some people really need it, and I really hope they get that cell signal back up. Just scary, the entire part of the country just blacked out for 4 days now, and man, they really need to get that back up. Jeez. It's getting closer to home, seeing a lot of downed trees and debris along the highway. Just drove past another sign that says traveling is prohibited in Western North Carolina. So I don't know if I'm breaking the rules, but yeah, I mean, I gotta go home. And I have successfully made it back home. Oh, looks like Jen put up the skeletons. So fortunately, despite being subterranean, the bunker was untouched. No water made its way in to the bunker. See, I've got a lot of stuff that I've been meaning to hang up and put away. But back here in the actual basement, we weren't as lucky. You can see there was flooded all the way over there. So at some point, the entire basement was full of water. It's receded a little bit, but probably too much water, and it is getting a little smelly. So like from there to there is still flooded. I mean, yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this over, having my home devastated or my property washed away. But do need to clean it up. When this situation has happened before, I would call professionals to come clean up the basement and set up fans. But my guess is that those professionals are dealing with much worse cases of water right now, probably working around the clock with people who really, really need them. So I'm going to try to clean this up on my own. This is the sump pump I use for my hot tub. So I'm going to see if I can slurp this rancid water up with the sump pump. All right, see if we can get it into the deeper water there. I think it's working. I guess the deeper the water, the better. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay, it does appear to be making some headway. Get the water's being slurped up into this giant hose and then being deposited in that nasty sink. All right, well, we're going to leave this nasty mess, and hopefully that will slurp up most of the water down here. And look who's here.
You're home!
Camped out.
In the black hole!
The internet and cell phone black hole here in Waynesville, North Carolina. Now, Jen, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Jen documented her trip, her journey
Go watch
through the hurricane. Go over to her channel, Jenny Penny, and you can check that out.
Adventure in hurricaning. My first real hurricane. Is this how all hurricanes are?
Technically, I don't know if it's not even a hurricane once it reaches here.
Oh yeah, it was a tropical
but
cyclone.
I think it's fair enough. Fair enough to call it a hurricane at this point.
With everything that happened, like, I'm calling it a hurricane.
Yeah. So Jen, like I've had to like tell, like, the few times we talk a day, I've had to like tell you like actually what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was as bad as it was. I was just in my little hole. I saw flooding, and you can see in my video how it turns from me like being like completely in the dark to being like, oh, I guess this is a big deal. Asheville's underwater.
Yeah, because she didn't. I basically had to let you know. Yeah, usually we talk about only once or twice a day because Jen would have to drive out to the Shoney's parking lot.
Yes.
It's like the one place in town that has internet signal or phone signal.
Yeah, there was gossip at Walgreens. I was a part of the Southern Gossip and was talking to people about what was going on. I'm like, oh, like friends, civilization, people.
You've been hanging out here with the cats mostly, though?
Yes, we've been talking.
Oh, no.
They're answering now, so
is it like,
I'm glad you're here so someone else can answer.
So I know it's like silly, like when you talk about like what other people have been through, but like, is it just like crazy being like completely disconnected, no internet, no
well
phone?
Now I'm on going into day 5.
Are you having withdrawals of internet?
I was, and now I'm just kind of like
oh, so it actually it goes away after a while.
It was honestly and it's not. This has been miserable, but it's kind of nice not having to like have my phone on me at all times to see if you've called.
I'm embarrassed to even admit this, but like once I like drove into like the zone where there's no cell service, and I like looked and saw like my car was showing I had no service, I'm like almost like a voice in my head's like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Well, we were talking about it yesterday, like whether or not I'd go to Charlotte.
Yeah, the plan
was,
we were going back and forth. First, the plan was for Jen to go someplace outside of Western North Carolina, possibly Charlotte is what we were looking at. But once she got out, she was able to get gas, get cash, get everything she needed.
On my video.
And you can go back to her video and watch that. But then we just kind of decided, okay, we
had to take her out of the basement. And...
Yeah, the basement. We'll check on that after this, but yeah. So I figured, at least felt like I should just be home and kind of like see what's going on here, and we'll just see. Maybe we'll camp out here. Maybe the phone will come back.
I've been saying that for 5 days.
Every morning you
I just looked. My new hobby is looking at the internet.
Looking at the router.
Yeah.
Oh, it's red?
Yeah, it blinks red, the one on the left.
Okay.
So that's what
we'll keep an eye on it. Do you like grab your phone first thing in the morning and like...
Yes. No, I kind of wake up with anxiety, like, what's today gonna be?
Don't want to look at it.
And it's, in a way, nice not having any obligations. I'm just like, apparently I'm just doing nothing today.
Just sitting here. Yeah, that drives me crazy. No, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'm prepared to handle this.
I've been traveling with you for almost like a month straight, and then I was like,
true.
This is a nice little like down break.
That's right. And I did bring
I was
back,
gonna say, can we address my ears so I don't just look like a weirdo?
We went to Times Square to do the Jimmy Fallon's The Nightmares.
Jimmy Fallon. It sounded fun. I wanted to go with you. See, I didn't go to Mothman because I didn't feel well here. I didn't know it was because a hurricane was coming, so I totally should have gone north with Jacob.
Yeah, because Jen actually feels worse, like with her immune stuff, feels worse in the hurricane. So you're stuck here feeling like crap, like in the middle.
Yeah, and I could have done like a bunch of stuff here. Like I still have to unpack my office. I haven't gotten to that because of summer fun. But yeah, I felt so crappy that I just didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I've been playing the same game on my phone for 5 days.
What, like the one game that like doesn't require an internet connection?
My little puzzle game.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think I don't know. We'll see. I may be staying here. I at least got to get the basement dealt with while I'm here, and then we'll either camp out here for the rest of the week, or we'll leave. One of the two.
We were gonna go to Dollywood, but you can't get to Tennessee.
I don't know. I actually thought about maybe we could go to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge for a few days, but the road is gone. I-40 has collapsed into the river where that is, so I don't. Oh, that's the washing machine song.
Do 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 do. I know all the words.
And there is other ways to get. There's other ways to get to Gatlinburg from here. It takes about an extra hour and a half, and I don't like.
Isn't it like just through the forest? Isn't it like through the Pisgah forest?
There's back roads, so I'm not sure. I don't feel like totally great about it because I'm afraid we could get out there and it could be in bad shape. But Google Maps is showing that there is a route, but
and it adds another hour and a half. So it'd be like a 3-hour drive.
It's about a 3-hour drive. So it's probably not something we would necessarily do for the day if we went over. If we went over there,
6 hours drive.
If we went over there, we'd at least have to stay the night. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
But yeah, it's all up in the air. Everything's up.
There's a Christmas hotel there.
You want to stay in the Christmas?
Christmas hotel.
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Of course, we can't see because we can't check the internet. We can't.
See, you're just now realizing what I've been going through for 5 days. Like it's been.
And you're technically
not cash.
And you're technically not supposed to be out using the internet because
I didn't know there was still a curfew.
There's technically a curfew.
Yeah, well, it's not technically. There's a curfew, but I didn't know there was still a curfew because I don't have internet. So tonight I was at Shoney's.
Oh, that was like when I talked to you, I was like, Jen, the town of Waynesville posted on their Facebook that the water's contaminated.
I drank water because there's a boil water advisory because I had no idea because there's no internet. I feel like they should knock.
They should have went door to door.
Yeah, like, hi, ma'am.
Well, in all seriousness,
there's a curfew and there's no water.
In all seriousness, like that's one of the things with like having the cell service out is like the town can't send out warnings. You did get a warning right, like before it.
Where's my phone? Because it's like the most. Oh no, Lil Boo! It's like the most intense warning I've ever seen.
What did it say?
Like, I'm used to snow, and I was like, okay, this is next level. Da-da-da! Hold music! Now I have to find it besides! But, like, this thing I want to, like, frame, because, I'm not going to go that far. But I was like, what is happening here in North Carolina? This is like the last
warning you got before your phone cut off.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Haywood County Emergency Services. Flood emergency. Stay where you are. Do not attempt to drive. Do not enter water. Climb to higher ground to evacuate. Consider all roads closed until further notice.
So you got that, and then the phone
power basically went out.
And the power went out.
And I was like,
and phone service went out for 5 days.
I was like, ah. I actually stayed up. The hurricane came overnight, but this is my first hurricane, and I wanted to witness it, so I like stayed up overnight.
Well, like,
and plus I was scared.
Probably wasn't a bad. I mean, like the thing that I worried about was like trees falling on the house because we've got some large trees in the area. The ceiling was leaking.
Yeah, that was another thing.
I think it's that I don't know.
And I tried laying down, and then I like heard a loud noise, and I was like, "All right, time to get back up." Yeah.
So. Jen had a present.
Oh, yeah.
Jen had a present for me too. This is the zero sugar Oreo Coca-Cola. Do you want to open that for me? I only got that one hand. Now you tried this already, right?
Yeah, I may not hate it as much as I thought I did because I thought I was grabbing regular Coke and then it was Oreo Coke and I was like, what is this? Why does it taste so weird?
Basically.
My consensus, it just tastes like frosting.
Yeah,
it tastes like canned frosting, not even Oreo frosting.
It doesn't really taste like Oreos. It tastes like, like...
Why did I drink that again?
Like you just like opened up a... We put the lid back on that.
I was wondering. Anymore. No, it doesn't taste
by the way, that is zero sugar.
Can you imagine if it was regular? It would like rot your brain as soon as you drink it.
Yeah, it tastes like if you opened up a can of like cake frosting and then just like... stuck your finger in it.
I do like, but in liquid form, I feel like
it's do you like eating cake frosting but not drinking it?
Yeah, I guess so. No, it doesn't even taste like Oreo frosting. It's my mouth still tastes like it. It's still not as bad as the lobster candy. That was really bad. We still have some.
Yeah, but I mean... But
that's supposed
lobster
to be a
candy's
joke.
Not supposed to taste good.
Yeah.
Ever had the cat pea soda?
What? Why would you try that?
I don't think I've tried it.
Oh, okay.
But they do sell, they call it like kitty piddle.
Ew. Some things just shouldn't be made.
I just never wanted to try it.
No.
I don't like the smell of cat pee.
I don't think anyone does. That's a strange thing. If you like the smell of cat pee, leave a comment.
The comment section.
Yeah. Oh no, little Boo's not looking at the camera.
Okay, there we go. Oh, can you hand me the monkey back there?
He has a name.
I know he has a name. Someone sent me this, so this was a little while ago, but I wanted to get sent out a thank you because when I showed I told the story when I was showing off my old photo albums when I was at my mom's house. I had this monkey when I was a little kid. His name was Jimmy Crack Corn.
It's the most amazing name ever.
You like it?
Yeah.
And one time I was at a baseball game with my dad, and I accidentally dropped him down the bleachers, and I thought he was gone forever, but a nice man picked him up and brought him back up to us. So, and then, you know, as I grew older, Jimmy Crack Corn just got lost to time. I don't know if my mom likes to clean things out. Although she's asked me to...
I was going to say she hates when you say
my mom's actually asked me to quit bringing that up in these videos, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, someone found the same monkey and mailed this to me. So thank you.
It's a little Jimmy Crack Corn.
Jimmy Crack Corn's hanging out here on the couch with little Boo.
And you sent the picture of him to your dad, and he remembered him by name.
Yeah,
I thought was so cute.
I sent the picture to my dad. And I said, "Look who come home." My dad was like, "It's Jimmy Crack Corn."
I mean, that is a pretty iconic name. I like that.
Apparently I came up with it. My dad said that was all me when I was a little kid.
That's like me and Flower Ann.
Flower Ann?
Yeah, like these strange names.
Well, you know the song, Jimmy Crack Corn,
yeah.
And I don't care. Well, that's apparently Jimmy Crack Corn.
I like his little hat. He's very cute. I was saying, Atlanta. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just seeing where he was by.
Who made him or where he came from.
And look at his long legs.
He's got the long legs.
No tail though. I guess that's stuffed in his pants.
Under his pants.
Yeah. Oh, and you got a possum. Did you show the possum?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I showed this. My friend Paul at the Oklahoma Wonder House.
Apparently, I'm having show and tell.
Are we just doing show and tell?
Like, hey, look,
my friend
it's
Paul,
the old guy.
My friend Paul at the Oklahoma Wonder House gave this to me as a gift. What were you showing there? Your seagull?
Yeah, my French fry seagull
from Ocean City. Yeah, we'll just be. I guess we'll just be sitting here, hanging out with stuffed animals, having a stuffed animal party.
I guess so.
So I came back down to the basement, and the sump pump idea is not working. It had cut off. I think the engine had overheated because it was not completely submerged. So this is what I got set up over here. I got the shop vac set up so I can empty it into the gross sink over there. Yeah, I think this is going to take a little while. Been sucking up the water. There's still just a lot to go. Probably going to have to work on this tomorrow, trying to get as much of this sucked up as I can. So I'm not the kind of person that deals with uncertainty very well, but one thing I am certain is that I am very grateful that that me and my loved ones have made it through this very scary and challenging occurrence. Yeah, I guess we'll just find out. You know, we'll just take it as it comes. Gotta get this basement. Gotta get this basement slurped up. And we'll just take it from there. I got some plans for this upcoming weekend. Hopefully, I think we can make those happen. It's so weird, like, just not being able to check on things. I'm always checking things, always checking dates, always checking distances, hotels on my phone, just having to put the phone down for a little bit at least. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded. I don't know if and when you guys are watching this. I may try to go out tomorrow and see if I can find an internet connection somewhere where I can get this uploaded. That may be a challenge. We'll see. We'll see. See if I can figure something out. I think I can. I think I can, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much. You know, I posted my other update, and you guys are so supportive of what is going on. And yeah, I right now, I am fine. Jen is fine. A lot of people aren't fine right now. Just keep them in your thoughts. And yeah, if you'd like to, you know, reach out to the Red Cross or whatever to help them. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the best charity is at this point in time as far as getting the people in some of these communities help. But definitely, yeah, definitely don't worry about me. Thank you guys so much. This one, for now, is in the bag.